All right, so I just had a one-on-one call, right? Yeah, I am in the fucking bathroom. I am in the bathroom, but I just had a one-on-one call with all my business clients, right? That want to capture their first paying client, right, into their coaching business. All right, I recorded the whole call, and I'm gonna give it to you guys for free, so that you guys can use the same method, right? The same exact method to capture your first client if you're an online coach. All right. If you're an online coach and you're trying to just, get your first high ticket paying client, all right, in a process to replicate that over and over again. Because it's not enough just to get one client. I know you want to get 2 clients and 3 clients and 4 clients. Follow this exact training, watch this whole exact training on how you can get your first paying client, right, in 2025 into your coaching business, all right, so that you can start making money online. Like, who doesn't want to make money online? All right. So, if you're a trainer or anybody like that, you don't have any clients, you want to capture your first one, watch this whole training and let me know in the comments if you guys want more content like this. I'll post more content like it to be able to help you guys out. All right. Let's get into the video.
Okay. All right, everybody. So I'm going to give you guys a fire training. Okay. After this, you guys can ask any questions that you want. Okay. Any questions that you want at the end. Okay. All questions at the end. So I'm going to show you, right, how to land your first paying client in the next 30 to 60 days. Okay. So if you're an online coach, right, you love fitness, right, you want to start getting paid online, right, you want to go from being an in-person trainer to, a online coach where you can have freedom, right? I'm gonna tell you how to land your first client, okay, in the first 30 to 60 days. When I first got my first client, right, I did get a mentorship. I did get a mentor, okay. Within that mentor, right, signing up with that mentor, I was able to get my first client, first 2 or 3 clients in the first 30 days. Easy, right? I think my first month, in my first month, I made about at least 2 months, I made about 2K, right? So I'm going to tell you, like, I've been online fitness coaching, right, for since 2021. One of my clients, Emmanuel, he came from my fitness coaching program, and now he's a part of my business coaching program now. I still help him with his fitness, but I'm also teaching him how to become an online coach and do what I did, and then take he's my business client as well, and then also we got Zach here with us too. So I'm gonna tell you guys how you get it. Okay. Now I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm not here to lie or sugarcoat. You're if you guys are okay, actually no, this is not the same. But if you're watching this, you probably are in very good shape and you've mastered fitness and nutrition. Everybody in here has done that. And they have a great passion for fitness, right? You want location flexibility and the ability to work wherever you want, right? Who doesn't want that, right? And if you're watching, you want to learn how to finally land that first paying client, then replicate that process over and over. Because I don't only want you to land your first client, but I also want you to be able to get more clients after that. Okay. So I will completely break down exactly what you need to achieve that and the replicate. And if you consistently replicate this process, you will consistently get clients. Okay. I can't promise you hundreds of clients. I can only promise you one client. Okay. I don't give you guys promises that I don't overpromise stuff. Okay. So like, but I am going to be real with you. Making money is not easy online, no matter what you see. You might see people making thousands of dollars online, right? Riding Rolls Royces, Lambos, that kind of stuff. It is not easy to make money. It's not. It's not because people are so skeptical with people online now, and people are at an all-time skepticism when it comes to their money, especially online. Okay, and especially with the coaching business industry, they're going to be very hesitant. Okay, so I just want to be very real. It's going to require a lot of work. Then maybe you're ready to put it to get your first client. Okay, it requires you to be glued to your phone basically all day, right? I will not be sharing with you an easy way to make money. I'm literally glued to my phone from sun up to sundown. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're scared of a little bit of work, right? You don't got the time, you ain't serious about this, then maybe I can't give you a technique or a process that's going to be like, oh, you can only work 2 or 3 hours and get your first client. Just hasn't happened for me over the last 4 years. It's never happened, right? Maybe when I get a team, all that kind of stuff, maybe. But right now, I'm giving you the glit, the grind. Okay, I'm being very honest with you. This is stuff that I'm doing myself. Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you, right? So you guys might see this and be like, "Oh shit, this is a lot." All right, I'm not here to say it was easy. I didn't say it was easy. It's worth it. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, doing this. Okay, back to back 10K months, back to back, back to back. Okay, so if you do this consistently, you guys will more than easily get your first. More than easily. I did this shit consistently, got 10 back to back 10K. Okay. So the proof is in the pudding. Let's dive into it. Okay, let's dive into it. Okay. Step one, post consistent, high quality content. And I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit more why content is so important. Your content is your marketing. If your marketing is off, inconsistent or non-existent, it will be extremely hard for you to land your next client. Your content creates the eyeballs, right? So if you like, so at one point you will have to DM people. If you don't have enough people to DM or can't find anyone to DM, it's because you're probably not posting enough content. Okay. And you have to understand how the algorithm works. Okay. If you post a piece of content, it only shows like not even a tenth of your audience. You want as many people in your audience to see your post as possible. So you want to post more frequently, right? So the best way, I've tried it. I've tried doing it, making content day by day. I've tried batching it. The best way to batch it, especially if you're super busy, is to batch 7 to 10 pieces of content on a day of your choice, right? And then just get it all done. Script it and then batch it all out. Batching content is like meal prepping. It's really like meal prepping. Okay. Like when you guys have your first client and they say, oh, well, I don't have the time to work out. I mean, I don't have the time to meal prep. Well, how about you just take one day out the week to meal prep for the whole week? And then they're like, oh, I guess I could do that. Right. So like you have to batch your content so that it's done and prepared and already done for you so that you can spend more time in DMs. Okay. Look at your analytics, okay, to see what content performs the best, then figure out how to make it better. Okay. Only give the audience what they want to see first. And then you can sprinkle in there, okay? First, give the audience what they want to see, not what you want to see to grow initially. Okay. So if you want to grow first, you have to give people what they want. Okay. I don't know if you guys ever heard the saying, if you want, other people aren't interested in what you want until they know that you're interested in what they want. Right. So you guys, if you see that your people are asking you questions about your morning routine or about what protein powder you take, make a whole video on it, right? Because that's what they want, right? Because I know as a creator, for me, I'm a selfish motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I want to post shit that I want to see, but just because I want to see it doesn't mean that they want to see it. Okay, so what's valuable to me might not be valuable to them, right? And then what's valuable to them might not be valuable to me, right? So you initially want to post what the audience wants to see, just so that you can start building. And then once you start building, sprinkle in the stuff that you want to see, right? I'm never saying don't never post what you want, but you have to give the audience what they want at least 70% of the time, okay? Number 2, all right, look at your analytics and study content, okay? This is something that I never really got into, right, until as of recently, right? Because I'm tired of content flopping. Like I ain't wasting all my time going into the gym posting content for it to get 5, 10 views. Like that's demoralizing. Okay. So you have to look at your analytics and you have to see where you need to allocate your time that's actually going to give you back a payoff. Does that make sense, you guys? Right? So like if you like, let's say you post 10 pieces of content and then 5 of them get 200-300 views, but then one of them gets 1,000, look at that piece of content and figure out, okay, why, and actually sit down and ask yourself, why is this piece of content performing so much better? And then just remake that over and over and over and over again, right? Until it goes from 1,000 views to 2,000 to 3,000 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, you know? And then then you'll be able to grow your account, right? Create content around the struggles of your audience. Create content around the struggles your audience is having issues with. Any questions that they have about something, immediately make content ideas around it. Always study content, not consume content. Okay, that's a key. Like a lot of people will just go on Instagram because you guys are business owners, right? So that means you guys shouldn't be on Instagram just consuming content. You should be studying, like, why is this going up? Why is this piece of content going up? Why is this piece of content going up? And really analyze it and really understand why. Because if you can understand why it went up, you're understanding the algorithm. And then if you understand the algorithm, you'll be able to post better content, get more eyeballs, have more people to DM, and then book more calls. Okay? Blow up first by giving the audience what they want, then you can sprinkle in what you like. Focus on creating a personal brand and not just a fitness page. Listen to what I just said. Focus on creating a personal brand, not just a fitness page. Fitness pages get low engagement and they're not relatable to the average person. Fitness coaches don't buy from other fitness coaches. Like, unless you're going to help me compete or something like that. So you want to be relatable to the average person the average skinny, fat, big back, saggy arm, lunch lady looking motherfucker. Okay, you need to be more relatable to them. Okay, so you have to sprinkle in what you like to do, your relationship, a little bit of your life. Okay, shit, funny videos if you want to do funny videos. All right, I know Tay's good at those. Right, so like you need to focus on creating a personal brand and putting your input on things. Right, oh, I don't, me personally, I don't like the ketogenic diet. Right, stuff like that. Or me, like, I don't think the Lakers, like, just anything that's on your mind. Talk about, right? And make content around it. Do day in the lives, right? You guys have to put that in there. You have to post like an influencer too, but give information like a fitness coach. Because influencers they don't really say anything. They just show them working out. They don't give any value, right? But if you post like them and you give value, you get the views and you get the clients. Okay. Okay. Step 3. Okay. Everybody make sure that you lock in on this one. Consistently connect with your followers. In order for people to give you their hard-earned money, you will have to create some type of relationships in the DMs. You'll just have to. There's no way that you won't. Spend time creating a community of ride or die followers. You need to do this daily. Learn as much as you can about your prospects, right? When you guys are talking to these people, don't be in there asking them about, yeah, man, what you doing? Don't do that shit. Ask them, what do they do for work? Or do they work full-time or part-time? What made them get into that career? Do they have kids? You're qualifying the prospects, but also building rapport at the same time. If they tell you that they're working part-time and they're struggling with bills, that's probably not a good prospect to book a call with, right? Because they're telling you, hey, I'm struggling right now and I only work part-time. So like, you getting to know the prospect even more makes it easier for you to sell them, but also know who to weed out and who to lean into. Okay. The more conversations you can have, the better chance at landing a book call. Okay. Your job as a coach business, right, is to have as many conversations as you possibly can, right? And then convert those conversations into booked calls. Okay. That's what you guys need to be focused on. Creating relationships in the DMs, really getting to know your followers, right? Connecting with them, right? Because if you connect with them, they'll start liking your stuff. They'll start sending it to their friend, and then their friend will probably fucking follow. Okay. And then buy from you. The best places to message people. Okay. This is the hunt. Okay. You guys really pay attention to this. This is the hunt. Okay. You guys have to know how to hunt correctly. Okay. So, how to hunt, right? What I've learned that works the best, right? Is you wanna go down your followers list and DM a lot of those people. You want to DM all. If you got 1,000 followers, you got 1,000 people to DM. You want to DM. If you got 10,000 followers, you got 10,000 people to DM. You want to definitely message the people who liked your post. You want to DM people who you've gotten on the call in the past with, right? Those are hot people. I would try to message them instantly. Message the people that you've had in the call in the past. Hey man, you still fat? Right? People who view your story, right? Okay, if they're viewing your story, bro, create a relationship with them. They already invested in watching you, so just hit them a message. Like, hey man, like I appreciate you for watching my story, bro. How's your day going? All right, and then to start a conversation. They're gonna bring up fitness, I promise you. Right? Aim to send 30 to 50 DMs on each platform. If you're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, bro, you're a target for you needs to be to hit 30 to 50 DMs and start conversations a day. Every conversation that you have, treat it like a PIF. Don't go into that. Look, every conversation that I'm getting into, I'm thinking about how can I morph this conversation? How can I get the best out of this conversation to turn this into a booked call and then eventually a sale? Right? How can I get to learn more about this prospect enough for him to, be able to get on the call with me? Right? I personally myself send 100 DMs on TikTok, IG, and Facebook myself. You must be always starting new conversations. Now, if it's a faster day for me, I'm only sending 50. I'll be honest with you. Some days I only can send 40. But we're sending DMs every day. If you guys send 100 DMs on every platform, right? Even if you send 50 on every platform, 7 days a week, for the next 60 days, you have more than one client. If you just a lick of good with sales, right? So step 3, okay? Use your stories every day to warm up leads faster. Okay, this is something that I had to learn on my own. Okay, if you want more people to reach out to you, like you don't want to send so many DMs, right? Because no one likes to send DMs. That shit is boring. Then you need to master your story. Master, right? And what do I mean by master your story, right? Your stories are there. If you guys don't know, it takes someone about 7 hours of consuming your content for them to finally be like, you know what? I might buy from this guy. Let me hear him out. It takes 7 hours for him just to be like, maybe I might hop on a call. If you making 2 to 3 second reels, 2 to 3 minute reels, 60-second reels, he'd have to watch a year's worth of reels just to even consider hopping on a call with you. But if he's watching 5 to 10 reels a day, right? Watching long form content such as YouTube, watching your reels all the time, that process goes from months, maybe even years, to weeks, maybe even 1 week, right? So you should be on your story. This is literally how my story is laid out. I always show videos, pictures of me on calls with clients to let people know that I'm actually working with clients. Okay. I show pictures of me onboarding clients so that they see that, hey, I actually have fucking clients and people actually want my service. It creates, I guess, FOMO, but it just makes it more attractive. Okay. I show videos and pictures of my life outside of the gym. All right. Because you want to make it look like that you have a life outside of the gym. All right. Because that's more attractive to regular folk. Right. Then I show my workouts that I'm doing in the gym. All right. Because then now they're like, oh shit, this guy is, he's consistent. He's working out a lot. Like, okay, this is motivating to me. Like he's sharing knowledge. I drop game on the story. I'd be like, hey, tempo, use time under tension, right? Make sure that you do like I just put like throw whatever, you know, I just throw a tip on it, right? So that they can use on their own when they're not when they're for free, right? That helps them. And then I always share client wins, right, on my story. Always. Okay. Because then that shows that hey, I know what I'm talking about. I'm the authority. DM me my keyword. Let's hop on a fucking call. Let's kill this shit. Let's crush it. Okay. So document everything you do day to day. Like, you guys are coaches, you guys have, clients, you guys show yourself on calls. Show what you're eating. Explain why you're eating it. When you're going to the gym and you don't feel like going to the gym, pull out your phone and be like, hey, like I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long day full of me, with me helping clients. I really don't feel like going to the gym today. But I understand that I understand that discipline is more permanent than motivation. So I'm going today to show up for you because yes, I love you, but also to let you know that I have days where I mess up too, or where I don't feel like going to. Now you're more relatable, right? Now you're more relatable. Talk about your pre-workout meal. Oh, I eat oats right before the gym, 60 minutes before the gym, because it helps me with energy levels and being able to lift in the gym. Somebody watching in your audience does not know that shit. I guarantee you, all the small stuff that you think is supposed to be normal, like that everybody should know, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Oh, I take pre-workout 30 minutes before the gym, right? Because I want to be lit for my workout. Here's the exact pre-workout I take. Somebody in your audience like, oh man, I love that pre-workout. Cool, man. Like, how long you been on your fitness journey? That's a whole conversation right there. Post you at the movies, show you with your girl. Do all that stuff because these are going to lead to conversations because people are going to reach out to you. Okay. People will binge watch your story and become obsessed with you. You want them to be obsessed with you. Why do you think Kai Cenat and Speed and all those people have a raging fan base? Because they spend live time with these people for hours. Hours. They feel like they know these people. They spend real life time with these people. That's what your story is. It's a live stream to create a cult-like audience. People that will literally binge you every day. Treat it like your reality show. Okay, every day. Wake up, reality show, be turned, right? You want people to be tuned into you. If people are, sending you like 100 signs, fires, right? All that kind of stuff, that means your stories are doing really good. But the main purpose of your story is to talk shit about your avatar. Like, and openly talk about their pains in your story every day. Because people will only make a decision to work with you if they feel like you're the one for them, like you understand them. Like I help guys personally who go to the gym consistently and don't see results. I'll drive on the way to the gym and say some shit like, man, I'm about to go. I'll show a picture of myself after the gym, me jacked, you know what I'm saying, cut up, and I'm like, hey, yo, that was me today. I go to the gym consistently, and it's easy for me to go consistently because I'm not going into the gym wasting my time and not seeing results or seeing slow progress. You're going to the gym, right? Going day after day and not seeing results. That's frustrating. That's discouraging, right? And it's because you don't have a strategy. Couldn't be me, right? And I'm constantly going on my avatar every day to the point where someone is like, damn, he's right. Because think about it, the reason why content is so powerful, honestly, is because if I directly tell Zach, hey Zach, you're a fat ass. Okay. What is Zach gonna do? He's gonna say, bro, fuck you, bro. Like, no, I'm not. And he's not gonna take it head on. But if I indirectly say it in some content, like, hey, big bag, the reason why you're fat is because you do this, this, this. And then Zach, he got a bag of chips in his hand. Okay, I do eat snacks late at night. Oh shit. I don't get it. I don't go to the gym and and if I go to the gym and I just prioritize cardio. Damn, I do late night eat. Damn, that shit is for me. It's an indirect way of calling out your out your avatar. That's why content is honestly so fire, because the prospect or the avatar feels like they came up with the idea. Because when you tell people something, they don't like it. Okay. But when you indirectly tell someone something, they're more open to it. All right. Because they'll feel like they came to the conclusion on their own, even though you said it in a piece of content. So you want to constantly, whatever your avatar is, you want to put in your content. Hey, bro, like Emmanuel, for example. Hey, like you're a busy nurse. The reason why you can't lose any weight is, you see this right here? You're always going into Panda Express. Do you know how much grease they put in this food? Do you know that if you don't track your food and you get the healthier option and you just eat less, you're actually going to destroy your metabolism? Now they're like, fuck, he is right. Right? All this shit. And another example. Okay, yeah, like, nurses, like, yeah, you just worked a 12-hour shift, right? I just worked a 12 and I'm about to go to the gym right now. Showing the scrubs, you going in there. Now they're like, oh, this dude is OD. Now they're binging. Now they're like, okay, I gotta see more. Like, he's talking to me, right? He's talking to me, right? And you talk to fathers, right? Hey, look, your child, like, if you want to be the superhero, if you want to be the superhero that your children really want, you want to be jacked, right? Why are you skipping workouts? Why are you not doing this? You said you wanted to get in shape for your kids, right? And you just constantly just bring it up in your story. And that's how people will reach out to you. If you guys don't want to do so many DMs, you master that. You master that, people will start reaching out to you. I promise you, they will. But you got to do it every day. You got to be on their ass every day. You got to make fun of them. All right. You got to make fun of them. Like, yeah, bro, like, shit couldn't be me. Like, I ain't going to the gym every day and not see no results. I ain't wasting no more time and energy and money. Right. Like, you have to do that. All right. Or the person is not going to feel called out. If they don't feel called out, they're not going to let you call them up. Okay. They're not going to let you call them up on a call. All right. Always remember that. Okay. 4, track your daily habits. The great King Keto, if you guys don't know who King Keto is, he's a fitness coach. He's a millionaire now. If you're not tracking, you're not really serious about seeing progress. Okay. So every day, track the following. How many DMs did you send that day? How many times did you post? Right. You can also track the views. And then, did you book a call today? Okay. Every week you should assess how many book calls you got for the week, how many converted / didn't show up, how many didn't convert, how many times did you post this week, right? The purpose of this is to figure out how many conversions / views we have to have exactly to book one call. This will gamify the process for us and predict the outcome rather than guess. And it is also a reality smack, like, damn, maybe you're not doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing to achieve my outcome. Because sometimes, as coaches, human beings, we feel like we're doing everything in our power to achieve a specific result. But until you actually track it, you actually really find out that you're actually not doing everything in your power. Okay. If you track how many views that you get, how many DMs you send, you'll know how many views you have to get exactly and how many DMs you have to send exactly to book one call and to sell one person. And you can repeat that process. You can repeat that. That's a strategy. That's no longer you hoping. That's a strategy. If I know that I have to get 10,000 views or 20,000 views, by the end of the week, and I have to send 100 to 200 DMs to book one call, then that's what you have to do. All right. So it's not guessing. Okay. Number 5, role play at least 3 times a week. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was doing this in my mentorship, but then I found a lot of them I would book a call with them to role play, and then something would always happen. So I was like, man, forget all this. So I just got on a ton of calls. I just took a lot of calls. Like, I was taking like 20 calls a week, right? And then any call that didn't convert, that would be technically my role play. right? But you don't want to learn the hard way like that. You need, if you want to, then you can. I can't tell you not to because I did it that way. You need to be practicing sales every day if you want to be good at it. All this posting and DMing will be for nothing if you can't close someone on the phone. It's literally like a fat loss client who's working out all the time, but then he's gonna go bang a pizza after every session. What the point? What was the point of working out and doing all that cardio if you're just gonna eat like shit, right? So that's how important sales are. If you're not practicing sales daily, I can tell you to post 10 times a day. It won't matter, right? I can tell you to send 200 DMs. If you getting on these calls and they just not converting, hey, bro, like, that's your biggest issue, right? Okay, focus on completing. Focus when you're doing these role plays. We want to completely understand the prospect situation, their biggest struggle. Why can't they overcome that struggle on their own? Why is achieving whatever they want to achieve so important to them? And then what are the consequences if they don't achieve that goal? Basically. All right, we'll talk more about that later. Okay, big hack, big hack. And it's so, and I didn't think it would have to be such a big hack, but until I talked to a lot of fitness coaches, I never really understood how much fitness coaches don't do this. They still don't do it. I know people in my mastermind that didn't do this. And I didn't do it until I had a sales coach. Record all your calls so that you can see what you did wrong. Because sometimes I would swear I killed it. I would swear, I'm like, bro, that was a great call. I killed this shit. There's no way he just wasn't ready. I go back and watch the call. I'm like, oh, shit. I wouldn't have bought from me neither. Damn. So many fitness coaches never record any of their calls and then wonder why people are saying no to them. After every no, go over the call and ask yourself, where did you go wrong? What could you have done better? Never blame the prospect. They had the money, they just didn't want to give it to you. No one gets on a call with no money in their account. I'm telling you right now. They just didn't give you the goddamn money. Okay, they're gonna give someone else the money. So always record your calls. Okay, once you start getting on calls. Okay, because you will get on some calls if you do the other things right. Okay. Last but not least, step 7. Focus on the habits, not the outcome. Focus on the habits, not the outcome. Okay. You cannot control the outputs no matter how hard you train, how hard you work. You can only focus on the inputs. So do these needle moving activities daily, and you will. I meant to put business because this was some. Don't worry about it. Business you always dreamed of. You need these are needle moving activities. Like these are activities that's going to get you clients. If you don't do them, you ain't gonna get none. If you do them, you will have a client. I guarantee you. There's no way you can't. Okay, posting 3 to 5 reels a day is like your workouts. Okay, it's like working out. Sending 50 to 100 DMs daily is like your nutrition. That's how important DMs are. They're nutrition. Okay. Now, if you get really good at posting, just like working out, if you work out really hard and if you work out really hard and you work out really frequently, you can get away with kind of getting a good body without having to eat so clean. But who's finna be in the gym 5 hours a day? Right? That's equivalent to this. Like if you're not willing to post 5-6 days times a day, DMs are going to be very, very critical, right? 5 to 10 story posts a day are like your daily steps in your water intake. Okay, you have to get the 5 to 10 story posts a day. All right. If you do not hit these targets, reflect. Why didn't you hit these? And adjust and make sure it just doesn't happen again tomorrow. Like really, like just really ask yourself, like, could I had not hit sent the 50 to 100 DMs? And then really write down why you couldn't do it that day. Was it because you were busy? Did you wake up too late? Did you just not have enough time? Are you tired? Did you not maximize your time right? Because if you would have done that, and then once you figure out what that is, just don't make the same mistake tomorrow. All right, wake up early or something. All right, just don't make the same mistake 3 or 4 times. It's okay to make a mistake once, but it shouldn't be a reoccurring thing. Now, There was something that someone said. I think it was my girl said. I can't remember who said it. You can make one mistake. Okay. You can make a mistake here and there. But to continue to make the same mistake over and over again, that becomes a choice. That becomes a choice. So if you actively choose just not to do it every day, then you just ultimately just do not want the outcome that you said that you want. And that's why tracking your habits are so important, right? Daily, because you'll see what you have to do. And if you just choose not to do it, it's a direct reflection on how bad you want the outcome that you said that you want. Okay, these are the needle moving activities to get you clients. All right. Now we're not talking about client retention or anything right now because we're focused on getting our first client. All right. So, boom. Right. Now those are the needle moving, or that's what everything that you need moving forward to land your first client. Okay. So I'm going to end this.